Hey VC, Alex Spins Vinyl, back again. This time actually with a kind of thread response. I've seen this going around Andy's Vinyl Den. He reached his 1 year anniversary, so congratulations, man. And he was talking about best ofs and greatest hits, and that's something that I agree will is actually hardly ever talked about on YouTube because everyone shows off individual albums, hardly best ofs. I tried to pick just 10 best of albums that I have in my collection, but I couldn't just stick to 10. I went to 11, so I'm going to show you guys those, but I am actually going to show off some CDs that I have because because I do have some best ofs on CD. Let's get on with this Fred. I think I'm gonna call it a Fred anyway. So yeah, this Fred response. First up is the very best of Marvin Gaye. Yeah, it says on the sticker that it has a previously unreleased track, but Marvin Gaye is one of my favorite vocalists of all time. It's got songs like How Sweet It Is, Let's Get It On, What's Going On, I Heard It Through the Grapevine, Got to Give It Up, even greats like the Onion song. So there are songs on here missing from this album that could have been on here, like Ain't No Mountain High Enough, but other than that, I think it is a great album, a great best of, and it really shows the fantastic work that Marvin Gaye did. Next up is actually a hip hop best of. This is All World by LL Cool J. This is the first All World. All World 2 I did not really like. It was too long of an album. It had a lot of his stuff from after the 90s, which is not his best work. His best work, in my opinion, is from Radio to Mama Said Knock You Out. His first 4 albums are his best. But this has songs from, I think, his first 5 or 6 albums. But there are just some great songs on here. I Can't Live Without My Radio, Rock the Bells, I'm Bad, Going Back to Cali, Jack the Ripper, Mama Said Knock You Out. So yeah, definitely a great album, and I think it shows LL Cool J at his best. A great best of. There is an All World 2, but I didn't like that one as much, as I stated. And next up is a band that I think is very underrated in the VC, and that's the Isley Brothers. This is Forever Gold. This is a best of. It's got songs like That Lady, Live It Up, Fight the Power, Hope You Feel Better Love, Summer Breeze. 10 great tracks from the Isley Brothers feature on this. And I prefer this to their other greatest hits just because one of my favorite Isley Brothers tracks is Fight the Power, which I haven't seen on an album yet. I know it is on an album, but I haven't found the album that features that song, so I've had to settle with this, but it is a great album nonetheless. Alright, so that's some CDs. Let's move on to the vinyl best ofs. One that I think everyone's got to have in their collection. Of course, Earth, Wind and Fire. Best of Volume 1. Volume 2 is just as good, but this has September on it, which at this time was previously unreleased. And you're going to notice that is a recurring trend with a lot of the best ofs I'm going to show you, is that some of them may or may not have previously unreleased tracks. The next one is The Story of the Who. Now, I was not a huge Who fan before I got this, but this album really changed my opinion on the Who. Great album. It has the booklet inside it as well, which is just fantastic. I haven't read this yet, actually. I've just focused more so on listening to the album, but yeah, it is a fantastic album. Songs like Magic Bus, Heat Wave, Baba O'Reilly, Behind Blue Eyes is probably my favorite track. I liked that song anyway, way before I was listening to The Who religiously, so Yeah, the Story of the Who, fantastic album. Next up is some more R&B. This is Royce Greatest Hits. This has songs like Car Wash, It Makes Me Feel Like Dancing, Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is, You're on My Mind, I Want to Get Next to You. All those classics by Royce, and you know what, it's just a fantastic album. So, another great one there. Next up is actually the best of Isaac Hayes. Very soulful. I really like the song Walk On By, which was actually sampled by Wu-Tang Clan and Beyonce recently. So, well, Beyonce more recently than Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang kind of sampled it in 2000, but yeah, anyway, Walk On By is one of my favorite tracks on here. It's got Ellie's Love theme. It's got the theme from Shaft on here. It's just a great album from start to finish, and Isaac Hayes, you know, great vocalist, and great album. Definitely a great best of album to show what Isaac Hayes could do. This one introduced me to this band as well. This is The Sound of Bread. A great album from start to finish. This really made me look more into Bread and find out more about the band, and definitely one of those best ofs that widened my taste in music, because this is not normally the type of music I would go for, but I really enjoyed this album. The next two that I'm going to show you are two that I purchased purposely for this video, and that's why this video is actually going up a bit later. But this is Eminem, Curtain Call, The Hits. Eminem is that rapper that made me addicted to hip hop. It's the song Lose Yourself that did that all for me, and this is just Eminem at his best. And this actually has two previously unreleased tracks as well, and like I said, that's going to be a recurring theme. It's a double album, and it's great. It even has the live version of Stan that he performed with Elton John at the Grammys, so great album. And finally, another one that I purchased just for this video, but one I have been looking for a while actually, is Stevie Wonder's original Musiquarium. This has 4 previously unreleased tracks and only goes from Music of the Mind up to Hotter Than July on the albums, but that is my favorite period in time of Stevie Wonder's music. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I've talked about his earlier stuff, but if I am going to be 100% honest, those albums in here are all my favorite Stevie Wonder albums. And it only has, what I like as well is that how it shows the album, and then it'll have a list of the songs on that album, and then it'll have the song listings, and then it'll tell you the lyrics of all the new songs on this album. Great album, and one I hardly ever see, so I had to get it. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this Fred response. Congratulations, Andy, for hitting your 1-year anniversary in the VC. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you immediately know when I upload next. Follow my Instagram because I'm always sharing my collection on there. And with that, Alex Spins Vinyl, out. Peace.